morning. Today's lecture, first we will see a problem on a ship, and I will explain the procedure how to solve the problem, and then we will solve a problem, and I will give a certain homework for you that will make you a confident to solve the problems on the ship. This is the continuation of the previous lecture, saying related to a problem on ship. Earlier cases we have seen problems on aeroplane where steering case is considered, whereas in this particular case ship we have three phenomena named as steering, pitching, rolling. So I have taken one problem which covers all the three cases, that is steering, pitching and rolling. So let us see first the problem, and in the problem we have highlighted certain data which is required for you to solve the problem, but actually when you are asked to solve the problem you will not be distinguished with the data like this color code. This is only given for the benefit of the students. Okay, let us see the problem. What is it? A turbine rotor of a ship has a mass of 3500 kg and rotates at a speed of 2000 rpm. The rotor has a radius of gyration of 0.5 meters and rotates in clockwise direction. When viewed from the stern, that is nothing but rear end, determine the magnitude of gyroscopic couple and its direction for the following conditions. So here you can see there are three conditions. Condition number 1, when the ship runs at a speed of 12 knots and steers to the left in a curve of 70 meters radius. Then part B is when the ship pitches 6 degrees above and 6 degrees below the horizontal position and the bow, that is front end, is lowered. The pitching motion is assumed to be simple harmonic with a periodic time of 30 seconds. And the last bit is when the ship rolls and at a certain instant it has an angular velocity of 0.05 radians per second clockwise when viewed from the stern. Also find the maximum angular acceleration during pitching. So these are the three cases that covers all the theory what we have discussed in the theory part which we analyzed, isn't it? So the first requirement for you is identify the data. How to identify the data? What is the data required for me? That I will list out separately. What is the data? Let us see. So the ship mass, this is one data. I require 3500 kg and the rotor rotates at a speed of 2000 rpm. Then radius of gyration 0.5 meters and it rotates clockwise direction when you look from the rear end. That is the stern. Then determine the magnitude of the gyroscopic couple and its direction for the following conditions. The conditions are three. The condition 1 is it runs at a speed of 12 knots. 1 knot is already given. You need not by heart because this unit is not familiar to us. This is a unit used in earlier days. Okay, that is why this unit is not familiar to you. Don't worry, if it is given directly we can convert it, okay, with the conversion factor available here. Then it takes a left, steers to left turn, And what is the curve? It takes 70 meters radius. That is the part 1. Then part 2, pitching 6 degrees above and 6 degrees below from the horizontal position, and the bow, that is the front end, is lowered. Front end is lowered. Then the periodic motion of this is 30 seconds. 30 seconds. This is the part 2 data. Then part 3 data, rolling phenomena, where the angular velocity is 0.05 radians per second, that is the precessional velocity, and it is clockwise looking from the stern. Okay, then that is the another bit, and finally you are supposed to find out maximum angular acceleration during pitching. Okay, this problem, when you read this problem, so what we have to do, we have to go for writing the data, given data. So let me write the data, the mass, so the mass part, let me write the mass part. Mass M, mass M is 3500 kg. 3500 kg. Then speed of the rotor 2000 rpm. Then radius of gyration K, 0.5 meters. Then how you are looking? You are looking from the rear end. So direction from rear end, this is clockwise. Then what other data available for steering is concerned? Ship speed 12 knots. 12 knots. And I will convert the knots into kmph later. Then it takes a turn, left turn. Then what is the radius? It takes a radius of r 70 meters. So with this data, first I will solve the evaluation of gyroscopic couple. So you have the data M, N, K looking from the rear end, and its velocity, left turn and radius. You are aware of the simple formula to find out the gyroscopic couple. C is equal to I omega P, where I is mk square. So here we have the data M, we have the data K. By substituting those data, we get the value of I. Then omega omega 2 pi n by 60. So I have the speed, then by substituting that I get omega, finally omega p. So omega p is nothing but V by R. So you have the V, okay, that is 12 knots, that is converted into kmph, 12 into 1.86, and radius, this is 70 meters, substituted that. By substituting the entire information, we get for case 1 the value of gyroscopic couple, So you can see the same thing here. I have written whatever I have explained, the same values, everything I have written. Then I solved first. This is just now I told you, no, C is equal to I omega p. C is equal to I omega p. I is mk square. Just now I told you this, how to obtain that value. 875 is substituted. Then omega 2 pi n by 60, that is also substituted. Then omega p, V by R, this is the omega p. So by simply substituting the values of I omega p, you get the value of gyroscopic couple, okay, that is 16,213 Newton meter. So why I have explained this way is, I have not shown the solution first, because the solution if I show immediately, you just copying, or you pay attention on the answer, not for the procedure. So now onwards also I would like to do any problem first explaining, then I will show the solution, isn't it? So in the gyroscopic problems, the simple way is, you can find out its magnitude by substituting I omega p like this. This is very simple. But to find out its effect, that how to solve that part, let us see. We have already discussed 4 cases in the steering. So case 1, rotor rotates clockwise and it takes left turn, and second one right turn, and third one counterclockwise rotation, left turn, and counterclockwise rotation, right turn. In the given problem, what is given? The rotor rotates clockwise, looking from the rear end. It rotates clockwise direction, looking from the rear end, that is the stern, and ship steers which turn? Left turn. Ship steers the turn left turn. The case is what we have discussed. This case is the first case. I am not asking you to by heart, just for the information I am giving you the same thing which we have discussed in the theory part, that I am recalling it. Case 1. Okay. For the benefit of the people who could not understood properly in the earlier classes, pay your attention. Once again I am going to give you spin axis estimation and everything in the systematic manner. Please keep your attention completely and do as per what I am doing, so that you will get your spin vector and everything comfortably. Okay. Right hand thumb rule. This is your right hand. Okay. So please hold your right hand and fold your 4 fingers okay, like this, and you observe the turn, you observe the rotation of these fingers accordingly. What is it? It rotates clockwise rotation looking from the rear end. So this is my right hand, okay, you just look at from here, this is the front end and this is the rear end. You are looking from here, here. Your fingers are rotating clockwise. Your fingers are rotating clockwise. Okay, then my thumb is indicating spin axis. So this thumb, which direction it moves with respect to you? The thumb is moving towards right, that is with respect to you. So that is what the spin vector initially spin vector. Okay, then what turn it is taking? Left turn. So with respect to OA, what is left? Either downward is left or upward is left. Upward is left. So this is left turn. So I want to move the ship from A to B. So to move this ship from A to B, I have to apply a couple like this. If I apply a couple like this, then an equal and opposite couple will be developed due to the gyroscopic action, which is said to be B dash A dash. So this B dash A dash is the requirement for us to find out its effect on the ship. So BA is not considered, B dash A dash is our requirement. Okay. So B dash A dash, how it is? Once again, look at the B dash A dash is in the downward. Put your thumb in the downward. Put your thumb in the downward, and then see what is the nature of these four fingers are rotating. Keep your right hand once again. The thumb is in the sense of your B dash A dash downward. Then your four fingers are rotating. If you look at from here, they are rotating which direction? Counterclockwise direction. So this counterclockwise direction force, if I put here, if I put this force as it is here, this counterclockwise direction, then what is going to happen? This counterclockwise force will move the bow up and move the stern down. Move the stern down. So it moves bow up and stern down. That is what we have written. See here, the front end rises and rear end is lowers. So look at this. The front end, that is bow portion, rises and rear end, stern is lowers. That is the effect of gyroscopic couple. So you can watch here the same phenomena what I have explained. I have shown complete thing with respect to spin axis, precision axis and gyroscopic axis. This is my spin axis and this is my precision and this is my active gyroscopic, then this is my reactive gyroscopic. So spin axis like this, I apply a force like this, then this is the precision axis, then this will be active gyroscopic couple which I am applying. Then the reactive couple is in the opposite direction. That is nothing but, you can see, that is nothing but the reactive gyroscopic couple in the anti-clockwise direction, which moves the ship front portion up and the rear portion down. That is the part A of the problem. Then come to the part B of the problem, that is pitching. So here also we have to find out the gyroscopic couple. Formula is same. that is I omega omega p. The formula remains same here also. C is equal to I omega omega p. Okay, but only the thing is here to find out the omega p, we require additional formula. So here omega p max. So the shipping in the ship pitching phenomena, which is assumed a simple harmonic motion, SHM. So we can write theta is equal to 5 sine omega 1 t. This is already derived in the earlier part of the course. Phi is amplitude of the swing, that is from the mean position the ship swings like phi is the maximum swing. So this phi is given in degrees, that has to be converted first in terms of radians. So how much it is given in the problem? It is given in the problem 6 degrees. So if you want to convert these degrees in the radians, we know that 2 pi radians is equal to 360 degrees. Then it becomes 6 into 2 pi by 360, where the value is 0.1047 radians. So then angular displacement, as I have written here, theta is equal to 5 sine omega 1 t. The same thing here I have shown. Then angular velocity of the precision, that is d theta by dt, that is differentiate this theta with respect to time. Then it gives phi constant, then sine omega 1 t differentiation cos omega 1 t, then omega 1 t is omega 1, then finally it will be phi omega 1 cos omega 1 t. So when this value will become maximum, when cos omega 1 t is max, then this value will become max. When this will become max, and what is its maximum value? 1. Then maximum angular velocity of the precision is phi omega 1. Phi omega 1. So how to get the omega 1? Omega 1 is nothing but 2 pi by time period of the simple harmonic motion. So time period is given in the problem 30 seconds. So by substituting this, I get omega 1 value. Omega 1 value is obtained. Then what is omega p max? What is omega p max? This is phi omega 1. So already phi value is obtained. Already omega 1 max is obtained. So by product of these two, phi and omega 1 will give you the omega p max. So after finding the omega p max, these values are already known to me. In the earlier first part, I will not change. Whatever the case it is, mk square already with you. Omega also will not change, that is 2 pi n by 60. Only omega p max is changed. So this is I omega p max. So by substituting the values of I omega p max, you will get this answer. So I am just intentionally kept it not closed. I intentionally kept it open because you have to solve it. Don't depend everything will write and you will write the answer. Intentionally I have made it blank. So you evaluate this value. Then the effect is to be estimated. The effect is to be estimated. Look at the effect, how we can estimate. This is once again similar to the pitching which we have discussed in the theoretical part. Only the thing is, what case it comes, that you should be careful. So the problem is asked like the case is pitching down and looking from the rear end, it rotates clockwise. So let me repeat, rotor rotates clockwise and pitching is down and the direction of looking is the rear end. So just now I told you how to identify the spin vector. The same way, the spin vector applying by your right hand thumb rule. This is it, original spin axis. Then what is happening? Pitching down. Pitching down means bow is moving down. You can see here everything I have shown diagrams. So whatever I am explaining, the diagram itself is indicating every explanation whatever I am giving to you. It is self-explanatory available. Self-explanatory available. So pitching down. That means there is a force applied like this. When there is a force applied like this, then the reaction will be upward. When the reaction is upward like this, apply your right hand thumb rule. Put your finger in the upward, isn't it? Then you can see what is the nature of your 4 remaining wheels, 4 remaining fingers. So look at once again. So bow is lowering, isn't it? And this is applied couple, then this is the reactive couple. This is the reactive couple. This reactive couple, if you look at, this is up direction, this is the up direction, then it looks like moving this in the direction anti-clockwise. Look at like this. When you look at from the top, these fingers are revolving in counterclockwise direction. These fingers are, let me repeat once again, the reactive couple is in the upward direction. Then look at from the top, these fingers are revolving counterclockwise direction. Such a force, if I apply on the ship, then the ship moves towards port side. That means the diagram is indicating this force is moving the entire ship towards port, and that force, this is a couple, is causing towards the starboard. So the ultimate outcome is the ship is turning towards the port side. Okay, so finally rolling case. In rolling case, it's very simple. In rolling case, the spin axis is parallel to the precession axis, so there is no gyroscopic effect, but the gyroscopic couple magnitude will be there. So he has given omega p value in the rolling case. Then gyroscopic couple is same formula, I omega omega p, and I and omega will not change in any case. Then omega p directly I substitute, I get the gyroscopic couple is 9163 Newton meter. And there is no effect, just now I told, spin axis is parallel to the precession axis, so hence there is no gyroscopic effect exists. Hence there is no gyroscopic effect exists. Finally, what is asked? Maximum angular acceleration. So just now we have seen theta is equal to phi sine omega 1t, then differentiated this d theta by dt. This is phi omega 1 cos omega 1t. Then once again differentiate d square by theta by dt square, which is called alpha, that is angular acceleration. During pitching I am talking about it. This is minus phi omega 1 into omega 1 sine omega t. And maximum value, when this becomes 1, it is maximum, which is If you forget about the symbol, then 5 omega 1 square. That is what? 5 omega 1 square. So we know that the value of phi, which is converted into radians, and we have written omega 1 value during pitching. Already we have calculated in the previous case. So in the part 2 problem, you have the omega 1 value, same omega 1 value I have substituted here, and finally I get the value of angular acceleration, that is alpha maximum. This covers all 3 cases, that is steering, pitching, rolling and everything. If you are confident on this, any ship problem can be solved. Okay, so thank you.